Is a presentation of Retro Sports Network. It's also live, too. Home of the Goodness gracious, you'd think after 500 of these I would know the old slogan. The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And before we get to the game that we're about to feature between the Seattle Seahawks and Los Angeles Raiders, let's show you what else happened this week in the National Football League Week 6 of the replay. You watch this one. Denver and Detroit from the Silverdome. John Elway, 11 for 23, 199 yards and 2 scores. He hits Johnson with 1:20 to go. Denver beats Detroit 21-19. Detroit, they ran out of time before they could get the kicking unit on, which could have given them a 22-21 win. The Bengals go to 4-2. They beat Houston 35-3. Harris, 13 catches, 198 yards, and 3 scores from Turk Schonert. That one was never in doubt. A wild one at Three Rivers. Miami outlasts Pittsburgh 41-38. Dan Marino throws for 6 touchdown passes. Yep, 6. 27 for 35 and 496 yards and a pick. Pittsburgh blew a 24-0 lead in the second quarter. Marino finds Clayton from 6 and more from 39 at the end of the first half. And then Duper from 73, the 3 straight scores, all within about a 5-minute period. After Malone to Stalwart to make it 31-21. Miami back to the air. Marino, a 4-yard pass to Hardy, but Uwe von Schamann missed the extra point. Duper, 14-yard pass with 12:27 to go, 34-31, but Malone brings him back, 8:22 to go, a 21-yard touchdown pass to Thompson. Gary Anderson converts the extra point, 38-34. At the gun, Marino caps off a 7-play, 78-yard drive in 1:19. He finds Mark Clayton for the win. Von Schamann hits the extra point. Miami goes to 5-1. Tampa Bay gets their first win of the year. They beat the hapless Minnesota Vikings 41-17 in the Bowl. James Wilder, 35 carries, 140 yards, and 2 scores. And Tampa with a 6-yard touchdown run by Wilder for their first drive of the game. They missed the extra point. And then his second touchdown with 7:26 to go in the third to put the game out of reach. To Berg, 3 touchdown passes as well. The Saints fall to 4-2 as the Chicago Bears beat them 29-14. Walter Payton, 33 carries for 144 yards, 3 catches also for 28. However, Richard Todd had the big play of the game, a 79-yard pass to Young in the fourth quarter to make it 19-14. The Bears get a late touchdown from Matsui and a field goal from Bob Thomas to put it away. 3-way tie, by the way, in the NFC Central now at 4-2. In a game that we had yesterday, San Francisco comes from 24-7 down, 17-0 down in the first quarter to beat the Giants 35-31. Joe Montana, 17 for 25, 264 yards, 4 touchdowns, a pick, 6 carries for 16 yards, and a touchdown, including 3 passes to Freddie Solomon. Solomon had 3 catches for 103 yards and all for touchdowns. A 68-yarder for the 49ers' first score at the end of the first quarter, a 10-yard pass to Solomon at the end of the first half, and then a 25-yard touchdown pass to Solomon with 12:36 to go. Montana got the winning score, a 1-yard nesty plunge with 9:15 to go. The Giants fall to 3-3, the 49ers to 5-1. Philadelphia goes to 4-2, and they are in solo possession of first place in the NFC East. They go to Buffalo and beat them 16-7. Hopkins, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles, and 3 defended passes. Jaworski to Spagnuolo made it 13-0 in the third quarter. Buffalo made it close. Joe Ferguson to Franklin, but that was it. Philadelphia goes to 4-2, and Buffalo is looking for 1985. Cleveland gets their second win of the year. They beat New England 38-21. Patriots, though, get all 3 touchdowns from Stanley Morgan, who has a monstrous day. 11 catches, 230 yards. The first was a 72-yard bomb from Tony Eason to make it 7-0 New England, but Old McDonald had a farm and he had Ozzie Newsome 3 times over. 54 yards in the first, 12 in the second, and then the third score, an 11-yarder with 3:14 to go in garbage time. What Frank Minifield also with a big interception return. Big win for Cleveland. The Jets go to 2-4. They beat Kansas City 26-14. Stephon Page for the Chiefs, 3 catches, 72 yards, including a garbage time touchdown with 2:22 to go, a 49-yard pass from Todd Blackledge. Pat Leahy with 3 field goals. Ryan found Mickey Schuler for a touchdown pass at the end of the first half. Dallas and St. Louis are tied at 3-3, a game behind the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, but St. Louis's Otis Anderson had the big stat day, 24 carries, 127 yards, 12 catches for 107 as well, and a score. Dallas was up 13-0, including a 72-yard fumble recovery from Scott, but Lomax and company, a pass to Marsh, touchdown pass to O.J. Anderson, which the snap was fumbled, made it 16-13 St. Louis in the third quarter. Hugaboom found Donnelly to make it 20-16. Lomax, a 6-yard scramble. That might have been his entire rushing career right there. With 11-11 to go in the fourth quarter to put St. Louis ahead. But Eugene Lockhart recovers a fumble for 38 yards. Raphael Septien puts the extra point on. Dallas goes to 3-3. In a game that they didn't stop scoring on for about 9 years, Green Bay goes to 4-2. They are in first place in the NFC Central with the Bears and the Lions 48-45 over the San Diego Superchargers. Dan Fouts, 39 for 62, 424 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Al Del Greco, with 1:14 in overtime, hits the game-winning field goal. He sent the game to overtime with a 27-yarder pretty much at the gun. That was after Dan Fouts found Charlie Joyner with 38 seconds to go. My goodness. San Diego was down 42-24 with 14-11 to go in the game. In the last 4 minutes, they go ahead 45-42. Fouts to Duckworth, Fouts to Chandler, and Fouts to Joyner. But San Diego's defense stayed in San Diego. How about that? What a game that was. The Colts go to 4-2, a game behind Miami in the AFC East, as they beat Washington 40-34. Art Monk, 12 catches, 120 yards, and 2 scores. Washington was up 13-0 in the second quarter before Art Schleister. Oh my goodness gracious, Art Schleister? A 73-yard pass to Porter put the Colts on the board. Allegre tied the game, or made it 13-10 with 1:57 to go. And then Art Schleister, after a Washington turnover, bet on this one. They go ahead 17-13, a 6-yard pass. And then again, a fumble recovery return for a touchdown by Katzev. 24-13. Biasucci made it 27-13 in the third quarter. Theismann found Calvin Muhammad to make it a 1-score game. Theismann in the fourth quarter found Art Monk again to make it a 1-score game, but Indy put it away. Biasucci a 40-yard field goal, followed by Art Schleister having the game of his life. He would probably talk about it with some friends at the casino. Last but not least, Eric Dickerson, 32 carries, 148 yards, 2 scores, as the Rams beat the Falcons 26-7. LA and San Francisco are tied at 5-1. You'll watch the Rams and the Saints next week. That's our lone football game. Atlanta, they just get a 4-yard touchdown run from Kane, and it's pretty much Mike Lansford the rest of the way. And that, as we show you the standings, is a review of what happened last week in the NFL, or this week. The standings: Philadelphia 4-2, a game lead over Dallas, New York, and St. Louis. Chicago, Detroit, and Green Bay all lead the Central at 4-2. Los Angeles and San Francisco 5-1 in the NFC West. In the AFC East, Miami 5-1, Indy 4-2, the Patriots 3-3. In the Central, Cincinnati has a 2-game lead over Cleveland and Pittsburgh. And Houston hasn't won yet this year. The West, you're about to see it. Seattle and Los Angeles from the Coliseum. The Raiders trying to go to 6-0. Seattle is 4-1. Rushing yard leaders, I don't have that screen set up for you. Peyton was 732, Wilder 728, Dickerson 694. Passing yards, Marino now is over 2,000, 2,071. Fouts 1887. That was a very good year. Mark Clayton leads the NFL in receiving yards with 622. Are you ready for some football? I am. As Retro Sports Network presents the end of Week 6. Today, from the Coliseum in Los Angeles, it is the LA Raiders and Seattle Seahawks. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. All right, well, that catches you up on whatever is going on here. Boy, I have 10 minutes. How about that? And so the last undefeated team and maybe the biggest game of the week, the Raiders, who are 5-0 and looking pretty sharp. Mark Wilson gets to start today's quarterback. Seattle with Dave Craig, 4-1. And again, this is a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. The Seahawks would love a share of first place through 6 weeks of the season. The Raiders are undefeated. A win today gives them a 2-game lead. And that's going to be huge, I think, coming down the stretch as the AFC West is so competitive. So, there you go. Let's get to it, shall we? On a beautiful day in Los Angeles, and yes, it is blacked out in LA. And so if JT Dutch ends up watching this, he had to put the aerial up and aim it for those stations in Santa Barbara, as I got a sneeze. So, there's the starters for you. Dave Craig, 87 completion rate, or quarterback rating. Steve Largent having a big year. And, of course, Todd Christensen, the main receiver for the Raiders, along with Marcus Allen. So, the toss of the coin goes to Seattle, and they will get the football first. On a 76-degree day in L.A., clear skies, not a breath of wind here. Dixon back. Oh. Dixon back deep to return it for Seattle with Hughes and Morris the upman. And 4 yards deep, we're going to take that for a knee. Lord Scripe is our newest follower. Hello. So Dave Craig, who's completed 64% of his passes the first 5 weeks of the season, is your quarterback. David Hughes, the primary back. Remember, there's no Kurt Warner, and Franco Harris is old. Dan Dorning is the other running back. He's also made 15 catches out of the backfield. Steve Largent is the flanker, 26 catches on the year, a monster year so far. Paul Johns is the other receiver for Seattle. And the tight end is Charlie Young, at least to start. Dorning. Trap left on 1st and 10. Handoff from Craig from the 20. Dorning tries to cut to the far sideline. Matt Millen will bring him down after a 5-yard gain. Let's meet the line for Seattle. Bob Kreider is the left tackle. Robert Pratt, the left guard. Blair Bush is the center. Edwin Bailey and Easy Lover is the right guard. And Rotten Essink is the right tackle. David Hughes, trap left on 2nd and 5. Can they find a hole? No. Brought down in a hurry by Matt Millen again. Essink could not make the block, and it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Seahawks on their own 24. Let's meet the Raider defense. Lyle Alzado, the left end. Reggie Kinlaw is the nose tackle. Howie Long, the right end. 3 sacks on the year already. Jeff Barnes, a left outside linebacker. Matt Millen with 2 tackles already, the left inside linebacker. Bob Nelson. It's not that Bob Nelson. He's the right inside linebacker. Tony Caldwell is the right outside linebacker. Lester Hayes has Johns as the left corner. And Mike Haynes gets to go on Steve Largent. Mike Davis and Van McElroy are the safeties. Tice now in at tight end. 3 wide receivers on 3rd and 6. Turner on a short slant the call. Craig is going to get sacked. The ball is loose, and Lyle Alzado recovers it for the Raiders. So Seattle turns the ball over on their own 18-yard line. So Craig, who at one point was the all-time NFL leader in fumbles, does just that. And Alzado got it, fell on it, stripped it out, did his job. Mark Wilson, who's completed 58% of his passes so far, is the quarterback. Marcus Allen, a Swiss Army knife in the backfield, 424 yards, rushing and 23 catches. Frank Hawkins is the other running back. Malcolm Barnwell is the flanker. The veteran Cliff Branch is the split end. And Todd Christensen is the tight end. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 18. They're looking one-play drive here. Branch on a medium slant is the call. Wilson over the middle. Branch has it at the 5. It won't be a one-play drive. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3. Let's meet the Raider line. Henry Lawrence, the left tackle. Charlie Hanna, the left guard. Dave Dalby is the center. Kurt Marsh, looking and smelling pretty, the right guard. And Bruce Davis, the right tackle. Allen from the 3. Fullback dive. Hand off from Wilson. Allen is hit at the 2 for a gain of 1, 2nd and goal. Let's meet the Seattle defense. Jeff Bryant, the left end. Joe Nash, the nose tackle, has 4 sacks. Jacob Green, the right end. Greg Gaines, who looks like he could either be a pro wrestler and snapping into an entire box of Slim Jims, is a left outside linebacker. Shelton Robinson is the middle linebacker, along with Keith Butler and his porn stash. Freddie Young is the right outside linebacker. Keith Simpson gets to cover Branch. And Dave Brown, who kind of looks like D. Scott Howard, if you ask me, is the other corner. Kenny Easley, the all-world safety, covers Todd Christensen. That should be a good matchup all afternoon. And John Harris is the free safety. 2 tight end sets, 2nd and goal. Casper, the other tight end. Hawkins on a fullback drive from the 2-yard line. Frank, touchdown Raiders. The turnover hurt. Seattle keyed out and blitzed 4, and Hawkins just found the seam, and the Raiders draw first blood. It's 6-0. Barr with the extra point, straight, true, and good. And so, 12:03 to go, first quarter. It's the Raiders 7, Seattle 3. So, again, second possession here for the Seahawks. Dixon back deep with Hughes and Morris. And they'll down it 3 yards deep. So you've met everybody. Medium cross to Largent on first down. Craig gets rid of it to Hughes, and Hughes will get a gain of 9 on the second read. Jeff Barnes with the tackle. Seattle averaging 26 points a game through their first 5. And only allowing 14.4, kind of like a modem. Lane and Dornink in the backfield. Eric Lane on a fullback dive from the 29. Lane gets the first down, gets a gain of 3. Matt Millen, his third stop of the game. It'll be 1st and 10 for Seattle on their own 32. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's dark. Dornink, short flat. And Craig is going to have to scramble. He does. He's over the 35. He gets a gain of 4. Bailey, the right guard, rubbing his knee, but he'll stay in the game. 2nd and 6. 10:27, clock running. How you doing, Mike from the truck? Seattle turned it over the first time through, and the Raiders scored. 7-0 Los Angeles. The last undefeated team in the NFL. Lane. Trap left, handoff from Craig. Lane is stood up by Matt Millen, who is having a monster start to this game. That's his 4th tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 6. 3 wide now. Turner and Johns, Turner and Largent up top. Johns by himself at the bottom. And they're going to go a medium slant to Turner. Craig will throw, and he's got Turner. Him and Barnes were stride for stride, and Turner got the hand up for a 21-yard catch. 1st and 10 from the Raider 43. Lane and Dornink back in the backfield. Dornink on a trap right. Out of the gun, and Craig couldn't handle the snap.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense.
But Raiders be Raiders, and Lester Hayes gets called for the face mask. So instead of the loss of 4, it's an automatic first down from the Raider 28. Off tackle right to Dornink. Dan gets back to the line before Mike Haynes can make the tackle. Another bad block by Essink. 8:18 to go. First quarter, 7-0 Raiders. Seattle driving. They are going from left to right. And their white jerseys and the silver helmet with the Seahawks on the side. Blue face mask. And I want to say blue numbers outlined in green and silver pants. Mike Tice, the tight end. Short cross on 2nd and 10. Craig is back to throw. This is going to be trouble, and that's going to be picked off by a corner. 40, 50, 40, 30. That's Mike Haynes. It's 62 yards, and the Raiders are in business again. Van McElroy deflected the pass right in the waiting arms of Mike Haynes. And he went down the far sideline, and they are in scoring position right off the bat again. So Seattle moved the ball well. 2nd turnover. Let's see if the Raiders can make them pay. Allen on a medium out. And he is brought down by Jeff Bryant. The Raiders forgot to block. Kind of important to do that in a football game. 2nd and 21 from the Seattle 31. We'll try for Allen in the flat, this time far side. Wilson throws. Marcus has it. 30. He's hit at the 24.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 22. Automatic.
And then Brown with a face mask on top of that. So it's 7 on the catch and then 12 on the flag. It's a 19-yard gain overall. And it will be 1st and 10 from the Seattle 12. I'm doing fine, Mr. Opstrat. How are you? So 1st down and 10. Raiders have forced 2 turnovers here in the early going. Medium cross to Christensen from the 12. Wilson throws down to Hawkins. 10, 5, touchdown Raiders. Just that easy. He goes to a second read. Hawkins found a seam, and Seattle is in a whole bunch of trouble. .6:43 to go. Barr misses the extra point. So Seattle catches a break there. That is sliced right. I feel like I'm talking about deli meat now. 6:43 to go. The Raiders have 2 touchdowns on the board. Dixon, Hughes, and Morris. And they're going to return this 1 yard deep. Dixon from the end zone to the 10. And that was a bad move as he is stopped at the 11 for a gain of 12. So this is the 3rd Seattle possession. They have not had to punt yet. They've also turned it over twice. Lane. Sweep right. Hand off from Craig. And Lane is stood up. Kreider, the left tackle, is out. Brian Millard will come in the game. 2nd and 10 from the 11. Sweep right for Dorning. Well, they're going to screen it to him instead. They audible, and Dorning can't get it. So the Raiders showed blitz, but they went into a zone. 3rd and 10 for Seattle, and this has not been how the Seahawks have envisioned this one. It is an interesting matchup. It's a rematch of the AFC Championship game from the previous season. And, of course, the Raiders are undefeated, and Seattle is a game back. They go 3 wide. Turner up top with Largent. Largent on a medium cross. Craig has Largent over to 30. That's a 1st down, a gain of 21. Mike Haynes with the tackle is 2nd. Of course, he had that big interception in the last Seattle drive. Lane and Dornink in the backfield. Trap right for Lane. From the 32, he's out to the 35, and Bill Pickell will make the tackle at the 37, the 2nd and 5. 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Clock running. Dornink in the flat. Far side. Craig throws. Dan's got it. 40. 1st down. He's going to get hit at the 48. Matt Millen, his 5th tackle. And that's a gain of 11. Former Giant Dan Dornink. Yep, absolutely. Morris and Dixon in the backfield now. 1st and 10 for Seattle. Zachary Dixon. Sweep right. Near side. Gets a block. And then hit immediately by Mike Haynes for no gain. So Craig 4 is 6 for 62 yards and a pick. Seattle has turned it over twice. This is their 3rd possession. The Raiders have 2 touchdowns. Randall Morris. will try an off tackle to the right on 2nd and 10. Hand off, and he gets it to the 49 of the Raiders. A gain of 3 before Jeff Barnes can get there. Medium out to Johns. Same formation. Craig rolls to the near side, throws it for Morris, and it's incomplete. And so for the first time today, Seattle's going to get the chance to punt. Jeff West, there's no wind. Pruitt and Montgomery back to return it. Raiders will let this one roll. And it will roll dead at the 6-yard line. Good punt. 43-yard punt. Raiders have it for the first time on their own half of the field, and they are well deep in their own territory. Silver helmet, silver face mask, black jerseys with silver number or white numbers, and silver pants. 1st and 10 from the Raider 6. Off tackle right for Marcus Allen. Allen to the 10 in the secondary. First down. He gets 14 before Dave Brown will make the tackle. Yep, Pete Metzelaars will go on to have some good years with Kelly in Buffalo. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Branch on a medium slant. Wilson is blitzed. He throws for Christensen. Dave Dalby grabbing his knee. A lot of this at the Coliseum is painted vegetable dye. Remember, Southern Cal plays their games here as well. And so the grass is a bit worn. They had to resod the field after the Olympics. So it's been a busy year here at the Coliseum. 1:38 to go, 2nd and 10. Hawkins. Trapped left. Hawkins hit for a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. They go 3 wide, Allen in the backfield. Barnwell and Branch are joined by Dokie Williams on the near side. Christensen on a medium fly is the call. Wilson waits, going to scramble, and he's hit for a gain of 5. Dave Brown with the tackle. It'll be 4th and 2, and the Raiders will punt. So Ray Guy coming out to punt to Scansey. No wind. This should be boomed. Guy gets it off and drives Scansey back to the 28. He gets to a 9-yard return, spotted at the 38, and Seattle, trailing by 13, will take over from there. Lane will sweep it to the right. Seems to be what they want to do. And he is nailed behind the line. A loss of 4. Jeff Barnes with the tackle. The Raiders are reading Seattle quite well. We've played 15 minutes as soon as I hit no play. Right now, it's all Los Angeles as they try to go to 6-0. They lead 13-0. We'll be back after this. Sipping on my Slurpee, not Slurpee, my smoothie. You joined us late. Here's how we got here. 2 Seattle turnovers have led to 13 Raider points. Hawkins on a 2-yard run to make it 7-0. And then Wilson to Hawkins with 6:43 to go in the first quarter to make it 13-0. Seattle's outgained the Raiders 71-48, and time of possession is pretty much a 2-1 thing in favor of Seattle. Craig 4 is 7 for 62 yards. Wilson 3 of 4 for 34. And Seattle is in a world of hurt already. This is not really a team built to come back. Medium slant to Largent on second down as we start the second quarter. Craig throws. That's going to be
pass interference.
A flag.
Defense. Number 22.
On
automatic.
Haynes.
First down.
Bob Nelson got a hand on it. The Raiders are trying to argue that was not pass interference. The refs, led by one now Red Sox fan, aren't really interested in hearing that. And so Seattle gets a first down on their own 48. Dornink, fullback dive. And that is going to be 3 yards. Jeff Barnes with a tackle. Now Morris, Dixon, and Metzelaars is the other tight end. And as Strapp said that he had some good years, Metzelaars did, with Buffalo. Only had 5 catches with Seattle in '84. Medium hitch to Paul Johns from the 49. Flag is down. Craig throws. Johns has it.
Encroachment. Defense.
It'll count.
Number 62. 5-yard penalty.
As Hayes makes a tackle, Reggie Kinlaw jumped the snap. But it's all for naught. A gain of 18. 1st and 10 for Seattle from the Raiders 31. Morris on a trap right. Across the 30, and Randall was hit by Bill Piquel for a gain of 2. 2nd and 10. Here's Zachary Dixon. Again, they like that sweep right. They'll stick with it. Craig hands off. Raiders in the backfield already. Dixon is hit at the 26 for a gain of 3. Jeff Barnes has 8 tackles in a quarter and change. 3rd and 5. Metzelaars on a short cross. Craig throws. Metzelaars at the 15. He's hit at the 10. Van McElroy with the tackle, and Pete made the catch. 1st and goal from the 10. Morris on a fullback dive. Morris to the 5. And the ball is loose. It is recovered by Seattle. Dixon, the other running back, got it. Bill Piquel with the strip. So they spot it at the Raider 5. Here it is again. So Piquel knocked it loose, and they just blow it dead at the 5-yard line. Seattle, they've had 23 red zone attempts coming into this game, and they've scored 78% of the time. Greg Branch was one of those few receivers I feared when my team or teams would play against him. My brother, who passed back in '82 when I was 15, was a huge Raider fan, okay? For the 24 years he was alive, he always said he was born with a black mustache in the autumn, wearing a silver and black with his pet snake. A girl, okay. My feeling on the Raiders was that any team that Darth Raider would root for would be one I would not. Just saying, because Darth was a bad boy. Not my father. I mean, I'm not like I'm a Skywalker or anything like that. 2nd and goal from the 5. Dornink on a draw from the 5-yard line. Handoff from Craig, and the Raiders read through that. McElroy hustles over and knocks him down for a loss of 3. 3rd and goal from the 8. Not a lot of good plays here. They're going to try a large and medium cross in the end zone. I'm sorry that your brother passed so young. And Craig saw something he didn't like and was smart and took the timeout. 3rd down and goal. 11:07 to go here in the first half. 13-0 Raiders. Gonna try this again. Medium cross to Largent. Craig this time has time. He throws down to Lane, and Lane will score. Second read, touchdown, Seattle. So Craig saw that Largent was doubled, went to a second read, and if you double somebody, somebody has to be open. It sounds like a Dean Martin song. Every time you double a receiver, someone's open. Somehow you'll score a touchdown. Something on the screen just told me that touchdown is now. See if Gardner's watching. So they get the score. Here comes the extra point. That's good. So Norm Johnson tacks it on. And with 10:59 to go here in the half, it's a one-score game. It's the Raiders 13, Seattle 7. So Montgomery is back to return. Williams and King are the upmen. And 1 yard deep, they'll bring it out. It'll be Montgomery to the 10, 20, hit the 25, a 26-yard return, and the Raiders take over from there. 10:54 to go in the half, and Seattle is on the board. Hawkins on a sweep right. Frank over the 30, hit by Greg Gaines after a gain of 6. He was a big boy, so he was probably naturally like an Yeah. You know, it's a shame that we never got the Cowboys and the Raiders in the Super Bowl together. Who the heck would America root for in that case? 2nd down and 4. Allen in the flat. Far side, Wilson throws. Deflected by Young. I said almost intercepted. Freddie Young thought he had 6. He saw green, but he didn't have the football in his hand. 3rd down and 4. I hate it when my nose itches. Allen. Trap left from the 31. Handoff from Wilson. Marcus has the first down and more. Over the 40. Finally hit at the 47 by Kenny Easley. So Allen has 3 carries, 31 yards. 1st and 10 for the Raiders on their own 47. I don't remember what the Raiders were in 84 record-wise. I don't think they came close to coming back to the Super Bowl, unlike the Redskins, who repeated as NFC champions in 82 and 83. Branch on a medium cross. Wilson rolls, throws, incomplete. He threw it away. Jeff Bryant hurried him. Thanks. Good rendition of Everybody Loves Somebody by Dean Martin. I only lost 1 viewer for that. 2nd and 10. 9:13 to go. Kenny King comes in the ball game. Trap right. Handoff from Wilson. King over the 50. He goes to the far side. It's a gain of 3 before Slim Jim dude brings him down. Raiders are 1 for 2 on 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Again, Dokie Williams is the receiver near side with Malcolm Barnwell. Cliff Branch all by himself out with Todd Christensen. Christensen on a medium cross. They don't audible. Wilson waits. Christensen runs his route. He's open. Is he? No, he goes. Oh, it's picked off by John Harris. Harris picked it off, his second interception of the year, and Seattle will have it at their own 34. Here it is again. Christian, I don't know. Wow, he just anticipated the route really well. And so Seattle takes over. Can they go the one? No. They aren't. Dornink. Trap right. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 34. Hand off from Craig, and the Raiders nail him right at the line. Jeff Barnes. So Dornink, 5 carries for 5 yards. You'd think he was back with the Giants or something. 2nd and 10. 8:16 to go. First half. Lane. Sweeping it to the right. Near side. Gets around one defender, but not the gaggle. Jack Squirick, speaking of Super Bowl champions, makes his first tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 8. So the Seahawks have not run the ball well. My speaker lit up. She thought I said her name. 3 wide receivers. Turner and Largent up top. Turner on a medium slant. Craig has time. No, he doesn't. He's going to run. He's got the first down and more. 40-35. A gain of 30 yards by Dave Craig. 1st and 10 from the 34 of L.A. And that is worth another look. I'm not sure who the block was, but he just got loose. And Davis tracked him down. So 1st and 10. Longest run play for Seattle in the game. Squirick's interception is dancing in your head. Oh, mine too. I couldn't believe that. Actually rooted for the Raiders that Super Bowl for my brother. They demolished them. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Pitch right to Lane. Lane across the 35. He's hit at the 32. Lyle Alzado makes the tackle. And again, Seattle just doesn't get him much on the ground at all, except for that one play by Craig. Tice, the tight end. Largent on a medium slant. Craig rolls, throws. Largent's open at the 10, and Seattle scores. So much for them not being a comeback team. It's 13-13. So Largent, 2 catches, 53 yards. This is to put Seattle up by 1. Yes, sir. Norm Johnson does the honors. So 5:09 to go. And following the Mark Wilson interception, the Seattle Seahawks go up by 1, 14-13. Oh, come on. There's no return people for the Raiders. No long snapper. Yeah, you do have to know where Largent is, don't you? So 5:09 to go here in the first half. Allen and King in the backfield. Allen in the flat from the 20-yard line. Wilson, he's going to have to scramble. The ball is loose. Gaines forces the fumble, and Seattle takes over. Greg Gaines knocked it loose, and Robinson picked it up. And so Seattle, who had 2 turnovers go against them, have forced another turnover, and they lead by 1. They're already in field goal range. Johns. Medium cross to Johns. Craig throws. No, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Dornink on the sweep right. Dornink to the 15. Dornink to the 10. It's a gain of 8. Alzado with the tackle. Seattle is 5 for 7 on 3rd down, and they only need 2 here. Lane will go on a pitch right. Craig does the job, and that is a 1-yard gain. Barnes makes his 10th tackle. So it's 4th down, and Norm Johnson will come out. What never happens when you play, my friend? So Norm Johnson with West the punter to hold. This is to make it 17-13. Johnson. Good. So they only get 3 on that one, but it's 3 nonetheless. 3:28 to go in the first half. Seattle 17, the Raiders 13. So let's see if they don't screw this one up. Or those special teams. I downloaded the patch. There's been 2 patches to address this. And after this, because it's my last game of the week, I will do something about it because it's annoying. And it will hurt Barr and the Raiders because there's no snapper now on kicks. They'll return it 2 yards deep. Williams to the 10. Doki is hit at the 17. That's a 19-yard return, 6 one way, half dozen the other. Mark Wilson is not having a good game. Branch on a medium slant. He throws down to King, and that's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Allen. Pitch to the left side from Wilson. Did Allen get a hole? 20, kind of. Green. Jacob Green with a tackle, and Allen has 4 carries for 36 yards. 3rd and 5, 3:05 to go. Medium cross to Malcolm Barnwell. Wilson rolls, flushed. Tries for Kenny King, and Kenny dropped it. And there's lots of boos cascading down here at the Coliseum as Ray Guy comes out to punt. Scansy to return. Guy from his 7. Scansy driven all the way back to his 30. Across the 40. An 11-yard return. Spotted at the 42. 2:19 to go. And this one's been a tale of 2 quarters. It was 13-0 Raiders after 1. And now Seattle has 17 unanswered points. Johns on a long slant. Craig well protected. Now he's not. He's going to run over midfield. He gets the first down. Matt Millen with a tackle, and we'll go to the 2-minute warning. So, Seattle is on the Raider 48. 2 minutes to go. They lead 17-13. Largent on a medium out. Craig under center throws far side. It's almost intercepted. It should have been intercepted. They doubled Largent. Craig threw in that direction and nearly got burnt. Dornink on a fullback dive. Hand off from from Craig, and Dornick is brought down by Lester Hayes. Jack Squirick had the first grab and couldn't hold on. 1:48, 2 timeouts for Seattle, 3rd and 7. Largent on a medium slant. Craig looking, throws, intercepted, 40. It is Van McElroy. It's a 28-yard return, and the Raiders are in business. So the second interception for Craig. And McElroy, the safety, has the Raiders knocking on the door. I'll chat with Dave to figure out what the patches are there. There's always patches for these games. If you go to the main page for Action PC Sports, service updates, and you'll see service updates for the last 3 versions of all the games. So 1st and 10 from the Seattle 36. Barnwell on a short slant. Wilson throws, incomplete. Nash got a hand on it, 2nd and 10. Allen in the flat. Wilson finds Marcus at the 40. 35-30. First down. It's a gain of 12. Raiders go hurry up. 1:11 to go. Ball to Seattle 24. Christensen. Short cross. Wilson finds Christensen. He'll take the timeout. Kenny Easley with a tackle. That's a gain of 8. Raiders will go 3 wide, 2nd and 2 from the Seattle 16. Yep, McElroy was a good player. Allen in the block. Christensen on a medium out. Wilson rolls, throws across, flag is down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
And Seattle
Number 77,
got greedy.
automatic, first down.
And they give the Raiders 8 yards on the personal foul as Wilson thinks he's back in Oakland. So 1st and goal from the Seattle 8. Allen in the flat. Wilson hit by Nash, incomplete. 34 seconds to go. Short slant to Christensen, the call. Wilson waits, throws in the end zone. No, incomplete. 31 seconds to go. Raiders would like a touchdown here to go up 20-17 at the half. Dokie Williams is the intended receiver. Seattle blitzes, throws to Christensen. Touchdown Raiders. Found the open man. They had doubled Dokie Williams. He goes to Christensen instead. And Todd, with 23 seconds to go, gets the touchdown. It's a good old AFL game here, isn't it? So 19-17. 23 seconds to play, and Barr misses that again. That is the second extra point that Chris Barr has missed. Al Davis in his box is throwing rocks. Dixon, Hughes, and Morris to return the kick for Seattle. The Raiders will start the second half of the football. 1 yard deep, they'll return it. It'll be Dixon to the 10. And no, he won't even get that far. Oh, my goodness. And that will be the end of the first half as soon as Dornick gets hit. Gain of 4. And that'll do. Raiders get the football. You get a commercial. Halfway home on a Thursday afternoon here at the Coliseum. It's the Raiders 19, Seattle 17. Always important to drink your fruit. And yep, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders did the same thing too. I scored. Big deal. All right, you join us late. Here's how we got the scoring in the second quarter. Dave Craig, an 8-yard pass to Eric Lane to make it 13-7 Raiders. Then Craig found Largent wide open from 32. Extra point tacked on, 14-13 Seattle. Johnson, following a turnover, tacked on a field goal to make it 17-13. And then the Raiders, if they lose this game, although they're up by 2, it's going to be the fact that Chris Barr couldn't hit an extra point. Wilson found Christensen the second read on an 8-yard touchdown pass to make it 19-17, but no dice on the extra point for the second time, and that's how the first half ends. It'll be the Raiders' ball to start the second half. Seattle 12 to 9 on first downs, 215 to 107 in the offense, and time of possession is pretty much 2-1 in favor of Seattle. But dumb penalties abound. Craig 8 for 14 for 136. Wilson 6 for 15 for 62. Al wants Seattle to win. And yeah, Al and the kickers, you know. Anyway, so Dokie Williams stands on as 7. Montgomery and Willis are back, but that will be in the end zone, and that's where we start the second half. Now, I can change this. And we will. Jim Plunkett. He has not played this year. Is the quarterback. The crowd oohs and ahs over that. Wilson became the starter. Plunkett wins in the Super Bowl and loses his job. That's so Raiders. Trap right for Marcus Allen to start the second half. Allen goes out to the 23 before Kenny Easley will bring him down. Second down and 7. Frank Hawkins now in the game. Hawkins will sweep to the right. Hawkins to the 25. It's a gain of 3. Greg Gaines brings him down, and it'll be third down and 4. Boy, true life. It's amazing just how this game plays like you remember how these teams do. I'm the one that benched Wilson. He had a terrible first half, 6 for 16 with a pick and 62 yards. Christensen with a medium cross. That's the call. Plunkett's first attempt of the year goes to Marcus Allen for the first down, and that's a gain of 8. Al Davis just win. You can't fire the kicker in the middle of the game. Trust me, if you could, Mr. Red Sox fan would have done it years ago. First and 10 from the Raider 34. Kenny King back in the ball game. Branch on a medium fly. Plunkett is flushed. He's going to be sacked by Greg Ames. 2nd down and 18. And again, the Raider line has not been all that great. Allen in the flat is the call. Plunkett goes top side, and that is incomplete. 3rd and 18. Mark Wilson on the sidelines going, see, I told you so. Dokie Williams comes out. Plunkett out of the gun. Williams bottom of their screen along with Malcolm Barnwell. 3rd down and 18. Dokie on a long slant. Seattle blitzes. Plunkett throws. Flag is down. Dropped by Williams.
Contact defense. Number 20.
Oh my goodness
automatic.
gracious.
First down.
Taylor with the illegal contact gives the Raiders a first down. Oh, they'll be talking about that on talk radio forever. Green and Bryant the ends for Seattle. Nash the tackle. Fanning and Jackson right now are the outside linebackers. That's not a good combination. Robinson the middle linebacker. Taylor and Brown the corners. Moyer and Easley the safeties. And Harris is the nickelback. For the Raiders, Allen and King the running backs. Barnwell and Branch the wide receivers. Christensen the tight end. Plunkett your quarterback. Lawrence and Davis the tackles. Hanna and Marsh the guards. And Dolby is the center. King. Trap left on 1st and 10 from the 31. King. Hit by Butler for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 for the Raiders. They lead 19-17 here in the 3rd quarter. Allen will sweep it near side, no, the far side, pardon me, to the right. Gets a block over the 35. The ball is loose. Brown forces the fumble, and Robinson recovers for Seattle. And that combined is the 6th turnover of this game. So Marcus Allen with a fumble. Wow. And so Seattle now has a chance to go ahead with a field goal. Wilson got benched in the 81. Plunkett is a better quarterback on his worst day. I agree. So 1st and 10 for Seattle. 11:09 to go. Their first possession here in the 2nd half. Lane. Sweeping left side to the top of your screen from the 38. 35, 30. First down 20. He is hit at the 15. He'll come out a gain of 23. Brian Millard, the left tackle, with the big block. So it's Hughes and Dornink in at running back. Largent and Johns, not a bad receiver in his own right, the wide receivers. Tice, the tight end. Craig, the quarterback. Millard and Essink, the tackles. Pratt and Bailey, the guards. And Blair Bush, the center. For the Raiders, it's a 3-4. Howie Long and Lyle Alzado, the ends. Kinlaw, the nose tackle. Caldwell and Barnes, the outside linebackers. Nelson and Millen, the middle linebacker. Haynes and Hayes, the corners. McElroy, who has an interception today. The strong safety, and Davis, the free safety. Largent. Medium slant. Craig on first down from the 15. Waits, throws. Largent has it at the 3. Touchdown. So Seattle takes the lead. The turnover leads to points. Largent, 3 catches, 68 yards, and 2 scores. And Craig just waited. The Raiders played for the run and got burnt. Norm Johnson, 24-19, Seattle. Wow. Now, what was that I said about them not being a comeback team? I was wrong. 5 yards deep, they'll take a knee. Plunkett comes out. The 72 Dolphins are getting ready to pop some champagne as the Raiders are the last undefeated team of the year. Allen, off tackle right on first down, and off from Plunkett. Allen gets in the secondary. He's got a long first down, a gain of 17. Dave Brown with a tackle. I think Largent was covered. Craig just knew how to throw it in there. 1st and 10 for the Raiders on their own 37. 10.5 to go here in the third quarter. Branch on a medium fly. Plunkett rolls, throws to King instead. King across the 40. He's got a first down, a gain of 10. John Kaiser is on a roll and makes his first stop of the game. Ball spotted. Is Lester on Largent? I'll have to see when we come back, when they get the ball back. First and 10 for the Raiders on their 47. King. Trap right. And off from Plunkett, and King gets 2 before Kenny Easley makes the tackle. 2nd and 8. 9-10, third quarter. In what's been a good ball game, Seattle up 24-19, but both teams have turned the ball over 3 times. Barnwell on a medium slant. Plunkett throws. Flag is down.
Roughing the passer. Defense. Number 79.
That's on
penalty,
Green.
Automatic. First down.
Plunkett thinks he's back at Stanford after that. Another personal foul on Seattle. It's a gain of 15. Spotted at the Seahawks 36. This one's like a hockey game. It's just getting really chippy out there. Short slant to Christensen on first down. And I'm not sure what the heck that was. Plunkett, again, remember, he just had his bell rung, pitched it to his right tackle for a loss of 3. That's coming up way too often. It's the 3rd time I've seen it in this replay. Marcus on a draw. They'll stick with it. Allen across the 40 to the 34. It's a gain of 5. So 3rd down and 8. The Raiders are 4 for 7. Barr could try from here. 3 wide receivers. Barnwell, the intended target. Plunkett, flushed, throws. No! Brown got a hand on it and saved a first down. Lester needs to take that big body of his and board him. So Plunkett, 2 for 4 for 18 yards, is coming in for Wilson. And they're kind of in no man's land here. Again, we have no long snapper. His long would be 50, so this is right at the edge of it. 4th and 8. I wonder if you have a better chance just to go. They're going to say short cross to Christensen. They're going to go. Raiders going. Plunkett sacked. Nash and Green do the dirty. Green gets credit for the sack. And that will give Seattle the ball at their own 40. Mike Haynes is the one that's covering Steve Largent, just in case you asked. Dornink. Off tackle right on 1st and 10. That's a busted play. Flags everywhere.
Holding offense. Number 37. 10-yard penalty.
I don't know what the heck that was. Anyway, Alzado will get credit for the tackle. That is not a sack. He never had the football. So Craig plays duck and cover. It's a loss of 4. Lane on a dive. Hand off from Craig. Lane to the 40. He's hit the 43. It's a gain of 7. Blair Bush with the big block. Seattle is 5 for 9 on third down. Medium slant to Johns. Craig waits, throws, flag is down.
Pass interference, defense. Number 20, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
If you're a coach of like Pop Warner, this is not the tape to show your kids. Watts gets called for the pass interference. It's a first down. There has been more personal foul. You'd think you're watching a basketball game, for crying out loud. Holding and shoving and all that. The ball is at the Raider 42. Dornink. Trap left. Dornink across the 40. It's a gain of 5. Lester Hayes uses some stickum to stick him down. Yeah, this one's been pretty ugly. Seattle's been called with 2 roughing the passers. The Raiders get called for a couple. Yeah, I not sure we've actually had like an offside or anything that's counted. 2nd and 5 for Seattle. 5:57 to go. Largent on a fly. Craig is flushed. Craig throws down. It's deflected by Jeff Barnes. 3rd and 5. Both teams have been rough. It's not just them. Third and 5. Tice. Nope. Johns. Medium hitch. Craig rolls down. Throws on the run deep for Lane. That's a touchdown. Eric Lane has had 2 catches for scores, and Seattle goes up 30-19. He scrambled. The Raiders didn't do anything special, and Craig just threaded that needle. Lane got loose. You talked about no one covering Largent. Well, Eric Lane was by himself like he was Macaulay Culkin. Watch. There ain't anybody there at 5 yards. There's a cost for that intimidating style. The autumn wind may be a Raider. The scoreboard says Seattle 31-19. They'll return it 1 yard deep. That is Williams at the goal line of the 20, 30, and hit by Butler at the 31 for a 32-yard return. Seattle trailed 13-0 in this game, and they've outscored the Raiders 31-6 since then. King. Sweep right, 1st and 10. Hand off from Plunkett. King to the 35. He turns to corner. Kenny easily knocks him out of bounds. 2nd and 5. Plenty of time for the Raiders. Los Angeles has missed 2 extra points. Christensen on a medium cross. Plunkett rolling, throws. Flag is down. The Raiders not only can't block, Henry Lawrence gets called for the hold. Jeff Bryant, with his 2nd sack of the game, makes it 3rd down and 12. 3 wide receivers. Dokie Williams is in the ball game. Seattle always gave the Raiders fits. Barnwell on a medium fly. Plunkett throws near side. Barnwell in stride at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 25. He's got a catch. The Raiders have it 1st and 10 on the Seahawk 46. Hawkins and Allen in the backfield. Hawkins. Off tackle right from the Seattle 46. Gets it to the 44 before Greg Gaines makes that. One of the few. Yep. The Raiders would just intimidate the snot right out of you. I know their ballyhoos with the Chiefs are famous. They always had the Chargers number. They might have to score 500 points to do it. 2nd and 8. Allen. Off tackle right. Hand off from Plunkett. Allen. Moves the line too. So 3rd down and 6. Freddie Young with the stop. Raiders are favored by 4 in this game, by the way. Short out to Todd Christensen, the call. Plunkett. It's going to throw, and that is intercepted by Keith Simpson. And so Mark Wilson starts to warm back up on the sideline. Plunkett, no better. And another scoring drive stymied. 7 turnovers in this game. Dornink on the fullback dive. 2.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dornink out to the 35, and now he's hurt. He got his stinger. So Hughes is there. Yep, the Holy Roller in 78. They changed the rules of the game after that one. We've crossed the 1 o'clock hour. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. This is the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum on the 6th NFL Sunday of 1984. In a rematch of the AFC Championship game, the Seattle Seahawks lead the Los Angeles Raiders 31-19. Late here in the 3rd quarter. Tonight on NBC, it'll be Silver Spoons. Little Ricky gets to play asteroids as Aaron Gray leaves the nest. Everyone's upset. Aaron will be back in 2 weeks. That's tonight on Silver Spoons. Then on Different Strokes, Arnold gets a visit from Punky Brewster, who's had enough football for one day. Then on Amazing Stories, well, an amazing story would be this. Dana Plato using a silver spoon. We used that joke on Tuesday. Followed by Alfred Hitchcock Presents. A bunch of birds show up at John Smith's house and teach him how to kick. What will happen when John Smith of the Patriots learns how to make a kick? That's tonight on Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Then followed by the NBC Sunday night movie, Al Red Sox fan learns how to kick. So it's a night of kicking and screaming on NBC. 2nd and 6. Medium slant to Paul Johns. Craig back to throw it. He gets it to Hughes. Hughes will get the 1st down. Squirick with a tackle after a gain of 8. Dixon comes in the game. Zachary Dixon. Off tackle right, 1st and 10 from the Seattle 43. Dixon is hit by Barnes for a gain of 1. Jeff Barnes has 12 tackles. That's right, the only person who fumbles in the last 2 minutes can advance the ball. You can't roll the ball like a bowling ball to score. I love Bill King's call of that. Yep, the Holy Roller. Calling John Madden a big dummy. Get your butt off the field, you big dummy. 2nd and 9 for Seattle on their own 44. Tight end Young on a medium cross. Raiders in the backfield in a hurry, and Bob Nelson, his first sack of the game, brings down Dave Craig at the 35. So Hughes back there, Largent, Johns, and Turner. Not a lot of good plays on 3rd and 18. Turner on a long slant. Craig throws, deflected. It was trying for Hughes, and it wasn't there. So 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd. And Seattle is forced to punt. They can't do anything with the Raiders' 4th turnover. West back for Montgomery and Pruitt. Jeff gets it away. That is rolling dead at the 22-yard line. So Mark Wilson comes back in the game. Jim Plunkett really couldn't do anything either. 14 seconds to go here in the 3rd. King. Sweep right. 25 hit by Brown, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, the Raiders at one point led 13-0. As we go to the 4th, they now trail Seattle 31-19. So, scoring in the 3rd quarter, all Seattle, since being shut out at the end of the 1st quarter, Seattle has outscored the Raiders 31-6. Craig DeLargent with 10:45 on the first drive, and then Craig DeLane from 37. Lane got open on that Raider secondary, and that was all she wrote. Jim Plunkett played the 3rd quarter for Los Angeles, and it was about as unsuccessful as Al Davis would not want it to be. That's a bungled sentence, Ron. He went 3 for 6, sacked 3 times, and a quarterback rating of 34 gets Mark Wilson back on the field. Craig 11-19 for 196, 4 scores, and 7 years ago, a quarterback rating of 93.3. Seattle has outgained the Raiders 302-177. The exact quote from Bill King: "Did we win? The ref turns and says, man, get your fat butt off the field. You did." Speaking of Bay Area legends, Ray Fosse lost his battle with cancer, or drew his battle with cancer yesterday, passing away at 76. Although best known for being Pete Rose's object of affection in the 1970 All-Star Game, Fosse, beloved broadcaster since 1986, great catcher, and just well-loved in the Oakland community. And so our condolences to the fans of the A's and the family of Ray Fosse. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders as we start the 4th quarter. Allen. Trap left. Hand off from Wilson. Allen will get a first down. It's a gain of 6. 10 carries, 74 yards from Marcus Kenny, easily his 6th stop. 1st and 10. Raiders can still pretty much do what they need to do, but they need to get some points. Branch on a short cross. Wilson back in the game. He finds Branch. Cliff will fall short. Kreider comes back in the game, or is ready to come back in. So they get the Red Sox fan measurement. 2nd down in inches. from the Raider 43. King gets the first down and more. It's a gain of 4. First down. Raiders get a fresh set. Barnwell. Medium hitch. Wilson back to throw it. Has time near sideline. And Barnwell, they double branch and Barnwell couldn't get it. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. 12:56 to go. King, near side on a flat. Wilson waits. Goes to Christensen instead. Todd, the second read, gets 7 yards. 3rd and 3. Easily with a tackle. Raiders are 5 for 10 on 3rd down. Allen on a sweep left side. Near side. Swarms around. He gets the first down. Paul Moyer with his first tackle of the game. It's a gain of 5. 1st and 10 on the Seattle 41. 12 minutes, clock running. Raiders trail 31-19. Barnwell on a long slant. Wilson waits, throws. That should have been picked. Dave Brown got a hand on it. 2nd and 10. Dive play for Allen. Hand off from Wilson. Allen, first down and more, over to 30, 25-20. He is now rushed for 101 yards on 12 carries. Joe Dufek with the first hit. He got past Butler, and then John Harris saved the touchdown. 11:09 to go. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 19. Branch on a medium cross. Wilson throws. Branch has it at the 5. Touchdown Raiders. 10 plays, 78 yards, and it's a 1-score game. Now, can the Raiders hit the extra point? Here it is again. Branch has been pretty much open all game. He now has 3 catches for 44 and a score. So this is to make it 31-26. Barr blocked. Greg Gaines with the block. You'll watch it later on Twitch or tomorrow on YouTube. So they blocked it. And it remains a 1-score game. Seattle will watch for the onside. And instead, they'll take it 6 yards deep. $10:21 to go here at the Coliseum. Marcus Allen with that big run to set up the touchdown pass to Branch. Dixon. Sweep right. From the 20, he is hit at the 23 by Jeff Barnes. 13 tackles. That is a metric ton. 2nd and 7. Remember, Dorkink is hurt. Hughes will come in. Hughes is a better receiver. 2nd down. Hughes in the flat. Far side. Craig throws. Hughes has it at the 20. He's going to get a first down over the 30. He's hit by Tony Caldwell, at the 36. A gain of 13. And the clock now is Seattle's friend. So Chris Barr has had 2 extra points missed. And a 3rd blocked. It should be 31-28 Seattle. Instead, 31-25. Lane will sweep to the left. First and 10, 36. He gets to the 39. Matt Millen with his 9th tackle, and that's a gain of 3. Second and 7. Hughes. Off tackle right. Seattle taking their time. Hughes over the 40. Hit by Alzado for a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 6. 8 to go. Clock running. One football game for you next week. It'll be Wednesday at 11:45. It'll be the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams heavily invested in the playoff chase in the NFC West. Do baseball for you Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday, the opening game in Seattle Pilots history. 3rd down and 6. Tice is now the tight end. Johns on a medium cross. Craig to throw it. Waits. Johns has it at the 45 of the Raiders. Jeff Barnes, his 14th tackle of the game. 1st and 10. And Seattle gets a fresh set with 7:22 to go and the clock running. Morrison lane in the backfield. Trap left for Morris from the 45. Morris, flag is down. It's a gain of 3.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 36.
And Raiders do what Raiders do. Davis, the free safety, I believe, said something about army boots and mummies, and it's 15 yards. So it's a first down at the Raider 27. And the clock is stopped with 6:37 to go. And they are already in Norm Johnson range. Off tackle right for Lane. Lane is going to lose about a foot. Reggie Kinlaw, his first tackle, but that clock is running. 6.5 to go. 2nd and 10 for Seattle. If they win this game, and it's still a one-score affair, they will be tied with the Raiders at 5-1 in the AFC West. And because they beat them head-to-head, they technically would be in first place. But there are still 10 games to go on the season. Largent. Medium slant on 2nd and 10. Craig throws. He checks it down to Lane, who is hit at the 19. Jeff Barnes has 15 tackles today. He's going to need a handful and a half of Advil. 3rd and 2 with 5:48 to go. Seattle, 3 points would mean the Raiders would need to score twice. Morris. Fullback dive from the 19. Handoff. And Morris will fall short. Well, that's fine. Seattle will bring out Norm Johnson. This would be from 34 yards. Jeff West to hold. Johnson. Good. 34-yarder, and now the Raiders will need a couple things here. First, they got to get 10 points. They need some sort of combination, which means a touchdown. Now, and a field goal. And relying on Chris Barr to kick. It's like making sure your cat plays guard dog. It just isn't going to happen. Toki Williams stands on a 6. Cleo Montgomery and Willis, the other man. It'll be Doki from the -1, 10, 20. He is hit by Kaiser at the 25. It's a 26-yard return. And with a very appropriate 4:20 on the clock here in California, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Remember, today's game on Retro Sports Network is brought to you by Snoop Dogg Oreos. Why not just do both things at once? Snoop Dogg Oreos. 1st and 10. They need 9 points. They have 4:20 to go. They have all 3 timeouts. Branch. Oh, man. Allen. And a flat pass. And Wilson's going to throw that one to Allen at the 30. Butler smashes him right away. It's a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. King in the flat. Wilson near side to King. Kenny's got it. First down. It's a gain of 8. Sam Merriman with a stop. 1st and 10. 3.5 to go. Raiders will go hurry up from here. Christensen. Oh, God, look at this interception percentages here. You're here just for the commercials? I wonder if you can find those special Snoop Dogg cookies at Trader Joe's. 1st and 10. Raiders trail by 9. King on a medium hitch. Wilson throws. That should have been picked. Sam Merriman dropped it. 2nd and 10. 3:11 to go. 7 combined turnovers in this game. But the Raiders' special teams has let them down. They have missed 2 extra points and a third one blocked. Allen in the flat. Wilson, far side. Allen's got it at the 35, 40. Over midfield. It's a gain of 11. It's a first down. 3:02 to go. Raiders in a hurry up. Allen on a draw from the midfield stripe. Allen is hit right there. It's a gain of 1. And it'll be 2nd and 9 from the Seattle 49. Marcus over 100 yards running. Christensen on a medium cross. Wilson throws. He tries for Branch, and that's incomplete. 3rd and 9. 2:22 to go. Medium out. Going to go to Marcus Allen. Seattle is playing the wide receivers so well. Look at those interception percentages. Actually, I can go 3 wide. Dokie Williams. Doesn't help. My God, they are just jamming him. Going to go to Allen. Wilson. Rolls around. Tries for... Well, it's tipped by Green. And on 4th and 9, what do you do here? You need 9 points. I guess you got to go. Branch on a medium cross. They're going. Wilson, I can't see. Throws it to Branch. It's complete. And Branch gets a gain of 29. Kenny easily with the tackle. The Raiders convert on 4th and long. They call their first timeout. Wow. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 20. Allen on a draw. Pretty much a free play. Allen is hit at the line.
Offsides. Defense.
But it's a free play.
5-yard penalty.
Nash, the Rambler, gets called for the offside. 1st and 5 from the Seattle 15. So again, a free play. Sweep right for Allen. Hand off. Allen to the sideline, and that got nothing. 2-minute warning. Raiders, well, maybe they can get 3 of the 9 they need. 1:56 to go here at the Coliseum. Branch on a medium slant on 2nd and 5. Wilson, near side to Barnwell, no. Like McFly said, it's density. It's Kisman, I think. Allen the block, 3rd and 5. They will take the kick here. Dokie Williams on a short slant. Wilson gonna scramble. First down to the 5. It's a gain of 10. They go to the line. Branch on a short cross. Wilson is gonna get sacked.
Illegal motion. Offense. Number 46. 5-yard penalty.
Christensen moved early. It'll be a sack. Jeff Bryan is 3rd of the game. He's the one that sacked Plunkett as well. 2nd and goal from the 11. 1:22. They can't dawdle too much longer down here. Allen on a short something. Wilson flips it off, and that's incomplete. 3rd and goal from the 11. 1:19 to go. 14 plays, 64 yards. They've taken 3 minutes off the clock. Christensen on a medium fly from the 11. Wilson waits. He rolls right. He's trying to find somebody, and he just throws. No! Oh my goodness! Kenny Easley picks it off. Kenny Easley leapt in the back of the end zone. He made the interception. He falls down, and that should do it. There will be no undefeated teams in 1984. Wilson was just trying to throw this thing away, and didn't throw it high enough. So Dornick is back in the game. Yeah, Al Red Sox fan would be proud. Oh my goodness, would he ever. That is the 8th turnover of the game. Unbelievable. Mark Wilson stinks. Well, I tried to play Jim Plunkett for the 3rd quarter, and Plunkett didn't do any better. So Seattle is going to be officially in first place at 5-1 because they've beaten the Raiders head-to-head. 1:11 to go. Dive to Dorning on 1st and 10. Dan to the 22. Matt Millen finally gets his 10th tackle. He had 9 at the end of the, 8 at the end of the first quarter. Raiders call time, 2nd and 8. Raiders led 13-0. Seattle turned it over their first 2 possessions. And then have been outscored 34-12 since. Craig will take a knee, let them burn that last time out. 1:01 to go. And he'll kneel again with a minute left. 4th and 10. Now, and Jeff West will punt this thing away. I was trying to see if I could just run this out for a safety. Be kind of a cool. See what I can do on those specials here. Oh, a software update. I'm plugging my phone. See what I got in the specials here. No. So we got to punt this. Jeff West gets it away. The Coliseum empties out. Pruitt to midfield with 16 seconds to go. And that'll do. He and Jay Schrader were the only quarterbacks who couldn't throw a screen pass. So, will be no undefeated teams. Branch on a medium out. Wilson waits, throws, incomplete. 11 seconds left. Easy to throw it away here. What you see? What you do with that tall guy with a bright red shirt and the eye patch? Hit that guy in the face. I actually would have loved to have had the run around and take the safety and the punt. You can do that in 2nd and 10. And we're just going to hand this off and say the final score to Seattle. There's a fight on the field.
Number 58, 15-yard penalty, automatic.
They're just trying to end the game, and the guy that looks like Ashton Kutcher gets called for the personal foul. Oh, my goodness. No, it's on Seattle. This one has been chippy from the get-go. Seattle and the Raiders don't like each other. I believe of the 10 penalties we've had in this game, 8 have been either of the personal foul variety. We had roughing the passer, pass interference, yanking the face mask, and now a fight. 5 seconds to go. Branch just to make this interesting. Wilson gonna scramble, and I think we're finally done. We are. What a weird ball game. Seattle wins this one 34-25. As you hear the car horn going off behind me, Dave Craig is your player of the game, 14 for 22, 232 yards, 4 scores, 2 sacks, and 2 picks. Seattle really can't run, but they ran it 40 times anyway. And Steve Largent and Eric Lane had 2 catches for touchdowns. Scoring in the 4th quarter, Wilson to Branch. But again, the extra point was blocked. And then Seattle tacked on the go-ahead, or the winning field goal with 4:27 to go. Seattle outgained the Raiders 350 to 317. Raiders had 25 first downs to 20. 8 turnovers, a fight. Just sloppy. Sloppy. And you could see that Mark Wilson had a better game than Jim Plunkett, but that's not saying a heck of a lot. Marcus Allen, 15 carries for 107 yards, 5 catches for 44. Kenny Easley, 11 tackles for the Seahawks. Barnes and Millen had double digits for the Raiders. Haynes and McElroy with big interception returns, but there you go. Final score, 34-25. And as we leave you, we'll give you a look at the standings. It'll be Los Angeles and New Orleans for you next week, next Wednesday. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah. Everybody loving on Mark Wilson. We'll talk to you this weekend at some point. Not sure which day. We'll do some Ryder Cup golf for you. Until then, have a good one, everybody. So long.